But right now, the outside world is not here. Can you relax deeper into this awareness? Can you relax deeper into safety? Just feeling safe in your own mind, claiming it as your home. This is my home. This is where I belong. This is it. There's nobody else in here. There's no threats in here. And I wonder if you notice that when you come in to your mind in this way, it's pretty quiet, isn't it? It's not doing battle with you. When you are lucid and awake within your own mind, when you are conscious of being the only operant power within your mind, which is true, that's what you are. Can you feel how the mind responds? How it doesn't attack you? How it doesn't try to argue with you? So this place and abiding here in this awareness is the very foundation of our spiritual enlightenment, awakening, freedom. I don't even know really what all these things, mean as external symbols. But what I do know is the feeling of safety, the feeling of peace, the feeling of abundance. And let's check this out now. So with your eyes still closed, tune into this idea of abundance versus lack and see what meaning they even have in this world, in this inner world. So ask yourself this question: can anything be missing in here? Like, so if the answer is yes, and your mind finds that something is missing, like what is it? Is it happiness or is it a cat? Because you can use your imagination. Remember, we're talking only about in here. Forget the outer world for now. Gain mastery over your inner world. So if a cat is missing, you can bring forth that cat, yeah, through your imagination. If happiness is missing, you can bring forth that quality through your imagination. Then just to remind you how, you already know this, but simply picture or remember a time, and a time where you were very happy, a time where you were deeply fulfilled. Use memory and imagination in this way. And if you don't remember a time, just make up a time. Make up in your imagination a scene that implies that you're extremely happy, that the things are going your way, that love is the very truth about you, that you woke up from the dream of that nonsense of suffering and confusion. You remember who you are now. Feel it. And if you need pictures, allow your mind to present the pictures to you. See people smiling at you, right? Smile at them. And I bet that if you follow this sincerely, you can begin to feel the percolation, at least, of happiness within you. Yeah. You can will it in your inner world. There is nothing that does not respond to your will in here. You can have what you want in here unconditionally. Just check it out for yourself. Again, I want you to see if you can find something missing in your inner world. Is it possible for something to be missing in here? Knowing that I can conjure up anything in here. And if nothing is missing, nothing is lacking, isn't that what abundance is? Isn't that fulfillment? See, the thing is that we're right now hovering on the surface of this vast and deep ocean of our own oceanic being, this infinite expression, the infinite creator that we are. And so, yeah, at the surface, it kind of feels like wobbly, and you're like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of safe. Yeah, I can see there's no one else in here. Oh, but what about this problem that, I don't have money in that outer world. So, like, what good is it for me to sit here and feel happy and see what just happened? Like, if this is something that happens, and I'm sure that it does happen in one degree or another, if it didn't happen now, just notice what that is. You had this suggestion come into your awareness that, maybe this is all useless because in the outer world, blah, 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 blah. And then you took that in your inner world, you mixed it with your power, presence, and will, and you said, let there be lack. And now there was lack in your inner world. Because remember that nothing in the outer world can force its way into your mind unless you open the door and invite it. All suggestion at the level of mind, I want you to explore this idea. All suggestion is autosuggestion. There are no other suggesters in your mind except you. So again, just close your eyes and contemplate this idea. Look for the other suggester. Look for him or her or it, and see if anything in your mind can even speak without your permission, without your consent of listening to that voice. And I really want you to understand and see and really break this down. This whole thing that we call the ego, this whole thing that here we're talking about as the matrix, this thing is not a creation of God. If it were, it would be you, right? Because God has one creation, that's you. So this seeming shadow experience is only capable of apparent existence by leeching your life force, by leeching your essentially attention. The moment that you say no and you don't give your attention to whatever is apparently presenting itself in mind, that moment it dies. That moment it's like unplugging a light bulb from the socket. There's no power. Yeah. And here we're also not talking about suppressing anything. This is another really key distinction. There is no resistance, no suppression. There is literal seeing. Like, imagine that here you and I are having a conversation, right? And then somebody comes up to us and they say to us, you are angry. You are angry. You are angry right now. And we're having a joyful conversation. We're just like, and then there's this person like, hey, you're angry. We would probably feel kind of like at first a little bit like, whoa, what's going on? What a weird glitch in the matrix. But we would essentially be like, okay, this is kind of odd. Like, this is not what no, thank you. Like, thanks, but no thanks, right? I want you to begin to see these apparent other suggestions in your mind, just like that. Like somebody's going up to you and saying, oh, you're actually lacking things. Oh, you're not that happy. Oh, you don't have this. You don't have that. And you just like look at this person, right? This symbol in your mind, and you're just like, hey, dude, no thanks.